Okay. So I am in charge of this optics laboratory. Okay. So this is called Fresnel biprism. What is this experiment? Fresnel scientist uన్నారు కదా మీరు. Fresnel Fraunhofer diffraction అని మొత్తం లైట్ చదువుకొని ఉంటాయి. Okay, which standard right now you are 11th standard. Okay, very good. Then you might have gone through these names, Fresnel and Fraunhofer diffractions, right? So Fresnel developed this experiment. So no, that's why this is called Fresnel biprism. By using this, what we do, we also estimate there is so many parameters. So one of the parameter we are estimating is thickness of the mica sheet, wavelength of the light here. So thickness of the mica sheet, the break-in pieces are small. So wavelength of light you can just see. See, so many experiments, so many equipment that are. This is called optical bench, on which we kept. There is a, what do you say? This is a slit. And this glass you are looking at Fresnel biprism. Fresnel originally developed it. Fresnel biprism. This is eyepiece. The moment if you look at through the eyepiece and wonderful interference pattern you can witness. Not one by one this time. Visualize. Are you seeing? The beautiful interference patterns are seen. Correct? Students. Very intense diffraction. Lines are there, bright and dark. Enta sharp ga equally spaced unnayi avi. Okay, vertical lines are seen. So with the help of that, what we can do? We can estimate the wavelength of light. Andaru చూడొచ్చు, మీరు అందరూ చూడండి. ఇంత దూరం వచ్చినందుకు ఓకే, you have to have some memories.
ఏ జరగండ్రా ఒకసారి ఆగండి. ఒకసారి జరుగు మనం యూట్యూబ్ లో.
So dreaming one day you want to become a scientist or a professor like us in our university. So many universities are there in Telangana. One day you want to become like us.
ఏ జరుగు.
Can you guess?
సారీ లోపలికి పెట్టండి సార్. ఇంకా ఆ క్యాప్ కనిపించదు సార్ బ్రైట్నెస్ వచ్చిండు.
So why we have to come, we have to undergo this kind of training, understand means we have to aim big, we have to one day we have to become a teachers, we have to become a professors, we have to become faculty members, we have to become a scientist, right? So India is one of the biggest dump yard for the technology for the European countries, America, right? So we are not developing anything, right? So therefore it's a responsibility on our young educators, right? Of course, a lot of responsibility on us also. That's what we are doing here. So similarly, you have to do a lot of responsibilities, and you have to train yourself. You have to take education, okay, from doing the inner core, and try to come up as a technocrat in days to come, right? In our journey, so many things are about. Yeah, this is called the Malus law. This is called the Malus. Malus scientist developed it, right? Malus law. So what do you mean by Malus law? So here, lights are so many types. This is incandescent bulb. What is it? Incandescent bulb. Who developed incandescent bulb? Thomas Alva Edison. Right? Don't forget his name. He is a patent holder of 1093. Right? If you ask me how many patent holders I am, 0. So that big scientist is okay. So he's hailing from US and developed 1093, and the first invention was the tungsten filament. What is there inside? It's a tungsten filament. Okay, filament developed by Thomas Alva Edison way back in 1870s. Okay, almost 150 years passed. No scientist developed any other material which is efficient than a tungsten filament. See, a great beauty. First patent. Okay. Others also phonograph అంటే రికార్డింగ్ ద సౌండ్. అట్లే మనము ఎన్టీఆర్ మూవీస్ ఏఎన్ఆర్ మూవీస్ చూస్తే ఒక టేబుల్ మీద అలా తిరుగుతుంటారు కదా, దట్ ఫోనోగ్రాఫ్. ఇప్పుడు ఎంత సెల్ ఫోన్లో మొత్తం అంత టెక్నాలజీ వచ్చేసింది, వేర్ ఎంజాయింగ్ దట్స్ ఓకే, బట్ అంత ఆరిజిన్ డూ నాట్ ఫర్గెట్, రైట్? సో హౌ డు యు బికమ్ ఎ పోయెట్? Without knowing without knowing ABCD, we cannot become a poet, we cannot write poems, right? So similarly, technology తెలియకపోతే now present technology మనం డెవలప్ చేయలేము కదా. That's how we have to read all these things. This is called polarization of the light. So light which is coming from this incandescent bulb spreading out into different ways, and here we kept a polarizer. So here this is a small device is here. This is called polarizer. What does it do, polarizer? So light waves travels in both ways, right? What do you say? Transverse wave. Light have a transverse wave nature. So sound waves travels in a longitudinal nature. Transverse means light goes into the x direction. Light composed of what? Electric and magnetic fields. Light composed of both electric and magnetic fields. Who told this? Who told this? See, I'm not criticizing you. Problem less. But tells curiosity you have to have. So light composed of electricity, magnetic or electric fields, magnetic fields, directly told by Michael Faraday. Did you hear Michael Faraday? Many times. See, many times you heard about him, but you do not know it was the Michael Faraday who did fascinated experiments in the light. Right? So light composed of electric and the magnetic field vectors. So it's only electric field vector which is vibrating in many directions. Therefore, what is happening here? This polarizer only restricting light to pass in only one direction. When light is passing through it, what is happening? There is a photoresistor inside. Photoresistor, what does it do? It captures the photons and develops its equivalent voltage. So how much voltage is developed? Here and there, the voltage developed. I am bringing it to close, more voltage. I am just taking away more voltage or less voltage. Let us see that. Here I am just. If I am decreasing intensity of light, see that? I am decreasing intensity. What do you mean by intensity? What do you mean by intensity? Intensity? Brightness. Malli brightness and a kotta physics word పెడుతున్నారు intensity అడుగుతుంటే. సో magnifying lens వాడలేదా మీరు చిన్నప్పుడు? Magnifying lens ఏం చేస్తారు మీరు? Intensity increase decrease చేస్తారు కదా? అంటే what do you mean by it? You are focusing more number of photons in a less area. More number of photons, less area cheste intensity. The number of photons occupied per unit area is called intensity. What's happening? I am just decreasing. Number of photons coming out of the light is becoming less and less. So the developed voltage is very less. Now see, I am increasing. So therefore, by varying several parameters, we study so many properties of the polarization of the light here. So I'm not going in, just peripherally cheptunna, anta detail ga podam ledu. So hope you understood. This is incandescent bulb giving you so many electric field vectors, and we are confined polarizer ఏం చేస్తుంది? It restrict the light components to pass only. See, ఇప్పుడు ఈ దర్వాజా ఉంది, దీంట్లో నుంచి మనం స్ట్రైట్ గా వస్తేనే పడతాం, అడ్డుగా వస్తే పడతామా? పడతాం. అట్లా ఏం చేస్తుంది పోలరైజర్ కూడా ఆ డైరెక్షన్ వచ్చే లైట్ ని పాస్ చేస్తుంది. కాబట్టి పోలరైజేషన్ ఆఫ్ లైట్ అంటాం దాన్ని. ఈ పర్టికులర్ ఫినామినా తోటి లైట్ కి పోలరైజేషన్ అనే ఎబిలిటీ ఉందని మనం ప్రూవ్ చేస్తాం ఇక్కడ. రైట్? సో లైట్ హ్యాస్ వాట్ 3 ప్రాపర్టీస్ చెప్పాయి ఇక్కడ. లైట్ రిఫ్రాక్ట్ అయింది, లైట్ ఇంటర్ఫెర్ అయింది, లైట్ పోలరైజ్ అయింది.